My name is Arcana Shanks, and I am from Montreal, Quebec, by way of northern Alberta. I am a visual artist, artist researcher, and artistic alchemist. I first worked with the Works Art and Design Festival in 2022 as a patio staff member, and then was welcomed on as a participating artist in 2023. I think that the Works is a very special festival. It's one of the highest caliber teams that I've ever worked with, and I think it's a huge part of what makes Edmonton such a unique and significant place for the arts in Canada. Crown of Fire is a portal and a mirror and a meditative place. It is physically a multi-sensory sculpture installation, and spiritually it is the story of a forest so far away from us from the cities. I would describe the Crown of Fire experience in 3 words as liminal, meditative, and transcendent. Crown of Fire directly reflects relationships between humanity and nature because at its core it is a data visualization piece. It is representative of the 2011 wildfire season in Alberta, where roughly 750,000 hectares of land were burned due to human-caused wildfires. So each column symbolizes a very real piece of land that was burned due to irresponsible human activity. When I was creating this installation, I was very conscious of the materials that I was choosing. I ended up working with a local company to purchase Alberta-grown birchwood, which I hand-processed and burned myself. And I chose to do this instead of harvesting actual wood from wildfire sites, because those sites are deeply significant for rejuvenation. They have a very specific place in the ecosystem, and in making an artwork about responsible interactions with nature, I felt like I had to do my due diligence and make the most responsible choice possible. The process for developing and constructing Crown of Fire was a lot of experimentation. It started off with just a data set. I knew how many hectares had been burned and what caused it, and it went through many iterations before I finally settled on using burnt wood itself. And it took a lot of effort to figure out the exact process to create burnt wood that was burnt enough to have the taste and feeling and sensation of smoke while still being structurally strong enough to be supported on those columns. I ended up hand processing roughly 800 pieces of wood alongside 2 amazing production assistants. It took us several weeks in my backyard, burning and drilling and sawing and then threading them together, and it was so gratifying when we finally got to put the final columns together. I hope that guests will be able to respond to this exhibit in a very open-minded and open-spirited way. I hope that it reminds them of their own connections, and I hope that they're able to think of the last time they sat around fire. It is both destructive and creative. It is a fundamental process in the forest, and the work is not meant to be an indictment or a punishment towards humanity. It really is meant to be an inspirational, reflective artwork to inspire the people that visit it to have a more mindful and conscious and genuine two-way relationship with the natural world that they are interacting with. Crown of Fire connects to the festival theme because it is deeply rooted in place and space and environment. It is a directly referenceable place in northern Alberta up by Slave Lake that this wildfire took place in, transliterated into an installation in downtown Edmonton. So it's acting as a portal between these 2 very conflicting spaces. This artwork intentionally tries to sit in that liminal boundary between where we are and where normal wildfires are, to cross the bridge and create a physical connection for people who step into the artwork. The most exciting thing about presenting this artwork at the Works Art and Design Festival this year is that it is the first time I've been able to exhibit this artwork since its creation in 2023. And being able to see it in a new space, in a new iteration, is so enticing and gratifying as an artist that's creating something that can be very physically unruly and difficult to present. And I'm very, very excited to see how the Works curates it and installs it and puts it together, and I'm very excited to see how the people that visit it relate to it in direct comparison with its first iteration.